Good morning and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, with your host, Bob Pace. I'm here to help you with a government entity that was started in 62 that today has become uh, very bad and very difficult to work with. I'd say 50% of the child protection services are bad, they're rogue. They do not do what they're supposed to do. They do not protect their children from neglect or abuse or do family reunification. And it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs that we're in right now. How I know all this? Well, first of all, let me tell you who the Child Protection Services are. They're a government entity that in 62 is mandated by Congress to social services to create a group of social workers to protect our children from neglect and abuse and do something called family reunification because studies have shown that the best parents to raise our kids are the biological parents. That is the best parents. So if they can uh, fix their hiccups, that is great. But what's gotten in the way is things like over the years, things develop. Like in 1997, President Clinton signed into law the Incentive Act, which basically in CPS says that they will pay any government entity $35,000 per child if they get the child adopted into foster care. So right there, they're trying to eliminate family reunification. They think it takes too long. It usually takes about a year, and they don't think it works. I think it does. I think any parent that screws up can be corrected if they still love their children. You see, that's the whole thing. There's so many of families and children that are broken apart. Now, I've talked to over 2,950 people from around the world, not only in the United States, where I've talked to all 50 states, but I've talked to 24 countries. With the US, that makes 25 countries. I've talked to Indonesia and Bangladesh, talked to India, and then the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Libya. Then over to the continent of Africa is Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and then down southern Africa, South Africa, and its provinces. Then up to Europe, United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, Canada, and its provinces. And then south in the United States, all 50 states have talked to me. I even heard from Washington, D.C., which is not a state, but they do have problems with CPS there. Then we go south of border, Mexico, and then further south in Central America, Belize. And then we go to South America, north of Brazil on the East Coast, Grenada. Then we move on to the South Pacific with New Zealand and Australia, the land down under, and its states too. So, with that being said, I've talked to a lot of people. I too was a victim of CPS. It started with me back in 2010. And I had a layperson that tried to accuse my wife and I of not taking care of our children. Now, the lay people are like your neighbors, your in laws, your relatives, the guy that owns the store down the street, the car wash guy, whatever. These are lay people, and they try to do their best to recognize signs of abuse, but 75% of the time they're wrong. The other kind of reporter are the professionals. They are the doctors, the nurse, the school teacher, the counselor, the principal. There's also the caregivers. And then we have our police and fire. Well, they only get it right 50% of the time. So they're 50% of the time bad. So with that case scenario, you know how hard and corrupt our child protection systems are. They're so bad. They really are. The organization is huge. Um, like North Carolina has 100 counties. They're going to have 100 um, um, CPS systems, child protection system. And they'll call it different names. I know in California and LA County, it's called the Department of Children and Family Services. Next door is Orange County, it's called Child Protection Services. And then in other places, it has other names, like in Kentucky, Richmond, Kentucky, it's called the Cabinet. Whatever the name is, they deal with the same issue: protecting of our children from abuse, neglect, and to help them with things they may need. Um, things as like clothing and housing and food and education. They're even supposed to offer you a job, and they don't seem to do that in family reunification. It's a sad thing to go through. It's sad for me. It really was sad for me. Now, I need to put up how you can text messages into me. All you do is make a question or a comment. It's about CPS. When I hear about talking about politics, we're talking about CPS. Please state your name and your location. If you happen to live outside the United States, list your country. People in the United States don't need to list your country, just list the city you're from and the state. So I enjoy these messages and I'll do my best to get you the answers. I have a lot of experience to share with you, a lot of life skills. Now, otherwise, if you want to be a guest on my live stream, all you have to do is pick one of my 14 live stream shows. I'm on daily. Um, During the weekdays, Monday through Friday, I'm on at 10 a.m. On the weekends, I'm on at 8 a.m., Saturday and Sunday. And then the weeknights, I'm on at 7 p.m. There may be a difference in time on certain days to social involvements, but I usually keep strict to those times, those dates. Lastly, you can have my phone number. Now, my phone number is 626 698 0990 that you can call in. Now, going back to being a guest, the rules are very simple. After you send the email to me, I'll forward on to my show producer, Grace, at Vincent W. Davis. Okay, my email, by the way, I already put it down there, was B Pace, P-A-C, at vincentwdavis.com. So when you send it to me, I'll forward it on to my show producer who set up your time and your link to get on to the show. And you can use that for the whole entire show if you get knocked off or something like that. The rules are simple. We're respectful to one another in here. We don't talk politics, and we have no profanity. We do not use the names of children, um, judges, or the social worker. All right, we're looking for people to come to my room, some regular members in here. I have 7 rooms linked to hear from Facebook and eighth room from YouTube. I have 8 rooms that you can find me, Fight CPS. Now, who am I? I'm a lovely father and husband. I have 43 years of marriage experience. I have 61 years of working, a lot of years of life skills. I think life skills should be taught all the time. And CPS is one life skill that gets forgotten. But I think it's very important that you are very careful, very aware of the situation you're in. This is not a friendly organization. It's not somebody that's going to help you. You got to fight to be helped. Also, one of the hardest things you have is you need to get a real attorney. The court appointed attorney will not help you. It's complete lost of time. Now, as I look into here, we have nobody in the room at the moment. I wish we would so that I could talk. I really need interactive from you guys. Hopefully, someone will come in soon. Well, we got nobody in the room at the moment, but hopefully they'll be coming. My phone number again is 626-698-0990 if ever you like to call. Looking at my notes on my tablet here. Hopefully, we'll have someone come in here shortly. I have 45 minutes left of this live stream. So there's lots of time to talk about your case or how I can help you. How I can help you. I know Bartley's in court right now today. So I hope people are doing better today. Hey, we got some in the room. Welcome. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the room. Would you like to call in? My number's up. You can call in. We've got 2 people to the room. That's great. Would anybody like to send me a text message about a question or a comment you have about CPS? Hello there, Cassandra. We have John Justice, who's Tony the Tiger. Cassandra from Otsego County, New York. My day started off okay. The rain has subsided a little bit. It was raining this morning and all night. I mean, we're really kind of nice to have all this rain. I can't believe it rained Friday night and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is so nice to have rain for that many days. It's a rarity in sunny California. I know it's Tony the Tiger. I got your name wired now, John. It's actually Cassandra from Otsego County, New York. So, what's new, Tony? What do you have for me today? What do you have for me today to help you with? Tony, we got three people in the room. Hello to all three of you in the room, and a warm welcome. Who is Bob Pace? I'm a loving father and a husband. I have 43 years of marriage experiences and help raise 6 children. My children that I know of are successful, but there's many tragedies in my family. Being a part of CPS has really made me appreciate things. And there's 8 rules that I come up with that I should never have followed. I mean, I should have followed them because I wouldn't be involved in CPS. Now, Tony, when's your next court date coming up? And what is it? What is your court date about? So, Tony, when's your next court date coming up? Also, let me hear from the rest of you in this room. We had 3, now we're down to 2. We had 0, then 1, then 3, then 2. There's several ways that you can interact. You can call in, you can be a guest on my live stream, or schedule a moment with our attorney. I'm thumbing through my pages to look for what other things I can talk about in my outline. Now, Tony, who is Justin John, who has another name, Tony, is Cassandra. She's a single woman that has a 14-year-old son that they're treating him really bad and awful, and he wants to have custody with her 14-year-old son. He's a child that's been abused in foster care, and and hurt really bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's what you have to go through here, Cassandra. Now, Cassandra says she's getting lunch with a friend, then doing some cleaning, weeding some things out the house, then to schoolwork. Well, good, good. Anything new, Tony the Tiger? Anything new, Cassandra? Well, it sounds like Tony's got herself pretty busy, and that is good to hear. I'm glad that things are working out for you good today, Tony. So we have Cassandra from Ostenago County, New York, who goes by Tony the Tiger, and her new handle is John Justice. John Justice or Justice John. Uh, Now we're at the halfway mark. That means we got a half an hour left of my show. Please call me or ask me a question or be a guest on my live stream. I love to help you. Also, emojis are nice. If anyone wants to send me emoji, thumbs up, hearts, smiley faces are most appreciated. Even stars would be good. Even stars would be good. Mm. Now, the other number you see on my screen, the 888 is the law office of Vincent Davis. Hmm. Okay. We have Pamela Pritchett. Oh, good to see you. She came in to me 2 days ago. CPS needs to be put on hold to further investigation. I agree. I think you said you're from Hawaii. You're at the Kapalani Women's and Children's Hospital in Oahu. What do you mean they didn't tell me that? Tell you what? Tell you what? I'm lost. Pamela, I assume you're from Oahu, which is in the Hawaiian Islands, and uh, Kapaloni Women's and Children's Hospital. I don't know what the CPS connection is there, but I'll look that up. Now I have the Hawaiian Pacific Health Organization has Kapalani listed as a newborn care and pediatrician. It's the only Hawaii's designated pediatrician center. So it's definitely for young kids. Now, what's the history of the hospital? It goes back to 1890. It was actually founded by the Queen, Kapalani, to care for mothers and children. It later merged with Ku Kalani Children's Hospital, which was established in 1999 with funds from Albert and Embert Kalani Wilcox. They're one of the first white settlers mixed with Hawaiians. Two institutions merged in 1978 to form the modern Kapalani Medical Center. Wow, there's a lot of history here. There was a lot of infant mortality rates in Hawaii. Anyway, Pamela, I can't find what you're talking about. I'm trying so hard, but Here's something interesting I found by researching over in Hawaii. Here's what not to say to CPS. If you talk to CPS, try to stay focused only on the allegations. You should not share unrelated information like private medical information. As CPS asks questions that are not related to allegations, you can say you do not feel comfortable talking anything but the allegations. Keep them focused on the allegations. That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, if there's safety and welfare concerns, this may include domestic violence, evidence of physical, emotional, psychological abuse, substance abuse, issue with drugs or alcohol that impair the parent's ability to care for the child, neglect, failure to provide adequate care, supervision, or support for the child. Now, when CPS Hawaii gets involved, they'll start the investigation, which may involve interviewing the child, the family, and others like teachers or neighbors, and assessing the home environment. The investigation can result in the child remaining safe in a home with a safety plan, the family being offered services, or if the child's safety is at risk, the child may be temporarily moved from the home and placed in protective custody with the cause potentially going to court. There's a sunshine law in Hawaii. Hawaii's sunshine law is the state's open meeting law, which requires states, county boards to conduct their official business openly and accessibility. Huh. Actions that look bad in custody include bad mouthing the other parent, failing to follow court orders, putting your child in the middle of the dispute, and demonstrate a lack of cooperation. Other negative factors are making threats, lying to the court, making emotional decisions, and not prioritizing the children's best interests. Now, when you badmouth a parent, speak negative about the other parent to the child, and email, texts, or social media can be used against you. So you never want to badmouth the other parent. Failure to follow court orders such as visitation schedule or child support payments can seriously harm your case. Using a child, do not use children as messengers or use of them as a tool to manipulate the other parents. Now, disregarding court orders, failure to follow court orders. Let me see if anybody else has come back in there. So maybe nope, we still don't have anybody. So if someone plays is back, they'll at least get some information. Failure to follow court orders such as visitation schedule or child support payments can significantly harm your case. Using the child as leverage. Do not use children as messenger. Use them as a tool to manipulate the other parent or gain advantage. Be unwilling to work with the other parent or be deliberately obstructive is viewed negative by the court. Now, emotional outbursts can be really bad, allowing emotions to drive decisions. That's where it can really look bad on you. Making threats or being argumentative can make you appear unstable, less fit as a parent. Lying or exaggerate, misleading the court's fabrication information, or exaggeration can destroy your credibility. Poor communication, avoid hostile communication such as angry voicemail or spiteful texts and emails. Not document everything, failure to keep records of important communication or events can put you at a disadvantage. focusing on the other parent's negativity instead of solely focusing on the other parent's faults. You should demonstrate your own ability to provide a safe, stable, and loving environment for the child. Failure to keep records of important communication or events can put you at a disadvantage. So you need to document everything. Focusing on the other parent's negativity, that's bad. What to say, not say during a custody battle. Keep emotions in check. Maintain your composure. Be respectful to the judge. When testifying, tell the truth. Don't lie. Don't mislead. Don't fabricate or exaggerate. Nothing destroys a party's reputation faster than attempting to deceive the court. Never criticize the court system. Do not tell the judge how unfairly you were treated in other proceedings. You always succeed at communication, bitterness, and immaturity. Um, For example, the other judge made a stupid decision. The child custody evaluator you appointed was incompetent. Our mediator was totally biased against me. This is the judge who decide custody, enters orders, and may be assigned your case for many years. Do not annoy the judge. Experienced family lawyers know parties sometimes make statements in a courtroom they largely later regret. The damage may not be fixable. Impugning the court system will not improve the likelihood of a favorite outcome either. Avoid criticizing the other parent. That's so important. Avoid blaming your child for parenting failures. This is really excellent, this I found related to about in Hawaii. Now, I got to close down because my time's up. It's 11 o'clock, and I want to thank all my people for listening. Thank you, Pamela Pritchard from Oahu in Hawaii. Thank you, John Justice Cassandra from New York, Ostenago County, New York. Those are my people there, and I want to thank you all. Now, please do not give up on your fighting for your children. I took down my phone number and put it in the Department of Government Efficiency. It has a website, 2 phone numbers that do work, and an email you can send them to if you're unsuccessful at the county level or at the state level and you have a higher up to go to. Anyway, there'll be a brief video. Please watch it. I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. tonight. That's Pacific Standard Time. God bless y'all and have a beautiful day. This is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges. Another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left, but